6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. King of Jordan arrived in Islamabad today on a two-day state visit to Pakistan. President has given assent to Pakistan Army, Pakistan Air Force and Pakistan Navy Amendment Bills 2025. Deputy Prime Minister has telephonically discussed bilateral ties and regional developments with foreign ministers of Egypt and Oman. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, 9 people, mostly policemen, have been killed in an explosion near Srinagar. The United Nations says Israel has constructed a wall on territory of Lebanon in violation of Security Council resolution. The third and last one-day international between Pakistan and Sri Lanka will be played in Rawalpindi tomorrow. Now, the news in detail. King of Jordan Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein arrived in Islamabad today on a two-day official visit to Pakistan. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif received the King Abdullah upon his arrival at Noor Khan Air Base. King of Jordan is undertaking a two-day state visit to Pakistan on the invitation of Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. During his visit, King Abdullah will hold meetings with President Asif Ali Zardari and the Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. During the meetings, complete range of bilateral relations between the two brotherly countries will be discussed. A special investiture ceremony to confer the highest civilian award upon His Majesty will also take place at Awan-e-Sadr. This high-level visit reflects the long-standing fraternal relations between Pakistan and Jordan. President Asif Ali Zardari has given his assent to the Pakistan Amendment Bill 2025, the Pakistan Air Force Amendment Bill 2025, and the Pakistan Navy Amendment Bill 2025. With his assent, the three bills will have now become part of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar held a telephonic conversation with Egyptian Foreign Minister Dr. Badr Ahmed Mohamed Abdullati. During the discussions, they exchanged views on peace efforts in Gaza with a special focus on key regional developments, particularly in the Middle East. Highlighting the significance of sustained high-level engagement, the Egyptian Foreign Minister expressed his sincere wishes to visit Pakistan at the earliest opportunity. He also conveyed his condolences over the loss of precious lives in recent terrorist attacks in Pakistan. Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar held telephonic conversation with Oman's Foreign Minister Sayed Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi. The Deputy Prime Minister conveyed warm felicitations ahead of the Brotherly Sultanate's National Day and lauded the enduring Pakistan-Oman fraternal ties. The two sides agreed to reschedule the 8th Joint Ministerial Commission meeting at the earliest mutually convenient date and discuss forthcoming high-level bilateral engagements. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi says Pakistan has repeatedly asked Afghan interim government to prevent the use of its soil for terrorist attacks inside Pakistan. Speaking to tribal notables at Cadet College, Varna, Mohsin Naqvi emphasized that elements from across the border are implicated in various terrorist activities, including recent attack in Islamabad. Interior Minister also mentioned that Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Saeed Asim Munir has conveyed messages to Afghan authorities emphasizing that there will be no compromise on terrorism. The tribal notables, while strongly condemning terrorism, pay tributes the sacrifices of security forces in the war on terrorism. They said they stand by security forces in fight against menace of terrorism. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan has reaffirmed its strong commitment to the Palestinian right to self-determination and unwavering support for the establishment of an independent, viable, and contiguous state of Palestine with Al-Quds Al-Sharif as its capital. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in a statement on the occasion of Declaration of Independence Day of the State of Palestine, has extended heartiest felicitations to its people and the government. The statement said Pakistan's unflinching support to the Palestinian cause has been a consistent facet of our foreign policy. At the United Nations, Pakistan has emphasized the International Court of Justice's crucial role for the peaceful settlement of disputes. Pakistan's delegate Zulfikar Ali, taking part in a debate at United Nations General Assembly, said amid cataclysmic transformations taking place across the globe, ICJ's role for the specific settlement of disputes has gained greater significance, he said, in flagrant disregard of United Nations Charter and international law. Unilateral and indiscriminate use of force and violation of international obligations is becoming rampant. Pakistani envoy said, "We are witnessing blatant violation of international law and usurpation of fundamental rights of people under occupation in Palestine and Jammu and Kashmir." Zulfikar Ali, a first secretary in the Pakistani mission to the United Nations, also reaffirmed Pakistan's strong support for the ICJ's role, a major pillar of global governance architecture and one of United Nations principal organs. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, 9 people, mostly policemen, have been killed and 29 others wounded in an explosion at Naugam police station on the outskirts of Srinagar. According to Kashmir Media Service, the blast occurred while police personnel were handling explosive material recently brought from Faridabad in the Indian state of Haryana. Officials said a portion of the seized material was brought to the Naugam police station for sampling as part of the ongoing investigation into the recent car bomb explosion in Delhi when the blast occurred. Meanwhile, all parties here at the conference in a statement have strongly condemned the ongoing property confiscations and home demolitions in the occupied territory. It said BJP-led Indian government is accelerating its colonial agenda in occupied Jammu and Kashmir through forced confiscation of Kashmir homes, lands, and other properties to alter the territory's demographic composition. Additionally, India's National Medical Commission has removed names of 3 Kashmiri doctors and 1 Muslim doctor from Lucknow from its medical register, banning them from practicing medicine. A survey conducted by the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon has found that a wall built by the Israeli military crosses the blue line, the de facto border. The spokesperson of the United Nations Secretary General, Stephen Dujarric, said the concrete T-wall has made more than 4,000 square meters of Lebanese territory inaccessible to the local population. The blue line is the United Nations mapped line separating Lebanon from Israel and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. Israeli presence and the construction in Lebanese territory are violation of Security Council resolution and of Lebanon's sovereignty and territorial integrity. In Indonesia, 6 people have been killed in landslide incidents triggered by heavy rains in central Java. The landslide in the city of Cilacap buried 12 houses in Chibunying village. The third and last one-day international between Pakistan and Sri Lanka will be played in Rawalpindi tomorrow. The match will start at 2:30 p.m. Pakistan have already won the series 2-0. And finally, the weather. Dry weather is expected over most parts of the country, while cold with very cold conditions in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. Smoke, while shallow fog in patches during morning and night may develop over a few plain areas of Punjab. To end the news, here again are a few of the headlines. King of Jordan arrived in Islamabad today on a 2-day state visit to Pakistan. Pakistan's president has given assent to Pakistan Army, Pakistan Air Force, and Pakistan Navy Amendment Bills 2025. Deputy Prime Minister has telephonically discussed bilateral ties and regional developments with foreign ministers of Egypt and Oman. And the United Nations says Israel has constructed a wall on the territory of Lebanon in violation of Security Council resolution. This brings us to the end of the bulletin for the moment. For more news and analysis, visit our website radio.gv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.